Oh, let's talk about it. Today is one of my favorite days. Today is probably going to be one of my best topics. It's hard because I'm exhausted. I'm fucking beat. I'm dying. I just want to go to bed. So much. So much going on. That is the motivation, though. That is what keeps you going. That's what keeps you driven. That's what you get. Hard work. Hard work is motivating. And I know a lot of you are gonna probably say like, yeah, well, it's hard. Damn right it's hard. It's not supposed to be easy. We all know that. Those are the simple things that we understand about it. But when you're trying to extract motivation from stuff, you really need to think about it. What does hard mean? What does waking up one day and knowing that it's tough actually mean? What does it tell you? And if you take a minute and you actually think about that, you find that there's a whole lot of motivation just sitting there waiting for you to take. You got to realize, 2-3 weeks of you deciding, hey, I'm going to get up at 4:30 so that I can make it to the gym as soon as it opens up, so I can add some more time to my day, whatever it happens to be. Yeah, it's hard, and you're going to find the motivation to just keep going. Where do you find the motivation, though? That's what we're trying to understand here. And the point of the matter is you've realized that it being hard is what's going to keep you motivated. If it wasn't hard, you haven't been doing anything. But if it is hard and you are struggling and you're contemplating when do you get to quit, when do you get to stop, that means you're in the right place. That means you are where you're supposed to be. That means that you have done something significant enough that your self-talk is questioning what the hell you're doing. If you're pushing yourself to a limit, there damn well better be a voice somewhere inside of you going, what? Stop. That's enough. This is hard. This sucks. But when you push through that voice and you listen to the other one that sits there and says, yeah, that's because we've got it. That's because we're killing it. That's because we're not willing to stop. That's because we have a freaking goal to get to. Those are the things that keep you motivated. When it gets hard, that's what's motivating. When you're pushing yourself to the limit, that's what's motivating. Think about it this way. You start exercising at the gym. You're used to doing 10 reps consistently. You got it, You're doing it. 10 is normal. You're like, yes, killing it. But it's the day that you do 13. And 13, you're just like, ugh, this hurts so bad. And yet I'm still going to do it. And then I'm going to do it on my next set. And then on my next set. And then on the next thing that I do. And then I'm going to do the next thing even harder than I did before. Today for me is leg day. I love leg day. Why? Because leg day is the day I abuse myself to its fullest. It's the muscles that I have that can take more abuse than any other muscle in my body. Everything else eventually caves in faster. But my legs, man, I could go for days. I get to the point where I'm at my last exercise and I'm falling on the floor. Like, falling on the floor. And yet I can still get up and do another one. Maybe not as well. Maybe not as far. And I do lunges at the end. I murder my legs with lunges. After I've done my squats. After I've done my curls. After I've done my extensions. After I've stacked up the plates on the leg press. Once I'm broken, I go and hit lunges. I go grab some nice heavy dumbbells and I just go do some lunges. From one post of the gym to the other side. And when I get to the other side, man, I am down. I am out. I am laying there. I am probably looking like an absolute fool. But I know I pushed myself to such a limit that my body wanted to give up before I did. There's a few of the sets that I was going through, and I almost didn't make it. About halfway through, I was ready to buckle already, but I kept going, and I made it harder. And I was like, yeah, because I almost buckled, I'm going to take 2 extra steps at the end. Because I know as soon as I'm ready to fail, and as soon as I'm ready to give up, and as soon as I'm ready to give into that little voice that says, don't do it anymore, I know I'm doing something right. I know I'm doing something that means something. I know that I'm doing something that somebody else isn't willing to do. And when it comes to that, that's what gets me just fired up and motivated. Because I'm not competing with anybody else, except for myself. The only person I compete with is me, and that little voice in my head that tries to tell me not to do it. And when I conquer that voice, and I realize that I'm pushing myself harder than I've ever done, man, I feel like $1,000,000 and I feel like I can do anything. And then I get to take all that motivation that I just built and made and I created on my own, and I take that for me the rest of the day. And then I use it in the next thing that I'm doing. And then I already know that I'm ready to go. I'm killing it. I'm hyped today. I'm exhausted, and yet I'm hyped. I'm ready to go do more. I'm ready to see how far I can make it through the day before I'm ready to actually crash. See if I can make it to the end of my day and then try to do some more. What else am I going to do? Cower? Give up? Quit? Give myself a little break? Tell myself that it's okay to rest? No, I'm here to make more goals, more gains, push farther. And that's what I'm hoping you guys are going to do too. So with that said, on this hype level of excitement today, let's stay positive. Let's stay motivated, and let's make sure that we're being better, because we can, and because we will. Have a great day.